Mm-hmm.
So when Chris came up looking for you, he just didn't know where you were, or what?
He just didn't know where I was.
Okay. And then, so he just knew you were here and then left? How long was he here for? Probably like 15 minutes, or?
I don't know.
Okay.
20, 30 minutes.
Okay. Alright, so I talked to my county attorney, and I kind of expressed some concerns I had with baby's low weight, feeding schedule, safety concerns, Chris's kind of unattachment to the child, that kind of stuff. And so they're aware of all that. First of all, I guess I should back up. Do you want to do Safe Haven, or have you decided what you're going to do?
Yes, I would like to continue with care.
Okay, so you don't want to do Safe Haven?
No.
Okay, so I talked to my county attorney, and he feels like we need to do foster care at this point because without the lack of stable housing, the irregular with the feedings, the concerns at home, the issues with Chris. So baby is going to go into foster care today.
But I don't want that.
Okay, well, at this point, it's court ordered. What changed over the weekend? Because I honestly thought you were going to do Safe Haven when I left here Friday.
No. I was really hoping to take her home with me today.
Okay. Well, there's nothing I can do about it at this point because it's court ordered. So what we're going to have you do is help me fill out this packet to get all the information we need. And then I am going to fax it over to the county attorney. And then I'll come back this afternoon and she'll go into foster care. And then tomorrow we'll have a meeting where you can meet the foster parents and we'll set up visitations.
I don't want that. I really don't.
I know. But this is just a good way to get that extra support for you. This doesn't mean she's taken away from you forever, Liz. This just means this is a way for you to get those extra parenting skills that are needed to raise a baby. I have serious concerns about the home, I'm going to be honest. I don't think Christopher's supportive to you or Treelyn. And you had stated yourself you don't necessarily feel safe with you taking baby back there with him.
It's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's.
What is it then?
The fact that he's stuck by me all this time proves that.
That may prove he's committed to you, but I'm not seeing any examples of how he's committed to her. So, I mean, the wheels are already in motion. There's nothing I can do to change this right now because the court is involved. So what's going to happen is we're going to fill out this packet. I'm going to go talk to the county auditor or the county attorney. I'll come back with a court order, and then Treelyn's going to go to foster care, and we'll have a meeting tomorrow at DHS where hopefully you can see her there and meet the foster family, okay?
So basically means I lose her for good?
No. So she's going to go to foster care. You will have a 6-month time frame because she's young. So in that 6 months, the court will ask you to, do certain things like maybe get stable housing, take some parenting classes, show that you can parent Treelyn properly and feed her regularly, change her regularly, that kind of stuff. And if all goes well in that 6 months, you can get her back. And then we'll be done and out of the picture.
Their 16-year-old aunt is just a few feet away. They look like they're about to order. This man comes along with his 2 young sons.
Okay, so we gotta get going on this. And you can stay here all day with her still. Or you can go and do whatever. I don't care. So, Elizabeth, what's your middle name?
The 16-year-old girl is not back in
Marie.
M-A-R-I-E?
Yeah.
Okay.
When she curses at him, this man hauls off and punches her in the face.
Goes to the ground, and he kind of just stands over and looks. There's other people there. They don't react.
Do you know anything about Jerry? Like his date of birth?
He just takes his sodas and walks out the restaurant like nothing happened.
12, 16, and 78. Or no, 116, 78.
Was he white or Hispanic or?
He was white.
This guy obviously is walking around with a big chip on his shoulder, and I'm
What's Christopher's middle name?
about what happens to his children. The
William.
suspect drives off and remains at large. At a congressional meeting in the Ukraine, a power struggle rages between pro-Western leaders and communist opposition rulers over the country's failing economic system. The Ukraine parliament was there to vote on whether to dismiss its own chairman.
They're blaming him for all the woes that are going on in the economy.
When you're trying to oust a long-time politician, there are a lot of loyalties there, so you have the clashes of the opposing forces.
The chairman's supporters approach the podium and attempt to thwart the democratic process. You have different factions that are attacking each other. Once it starts, it gets bigger and bigger. The violence even spreads to the voting area. They want to damage the voting machines from behind the glass. They probably think that however
Because honestly, I think I'm doing fine. I mean, yeah, I'm new at this, but, you know, I'm getting better at it, I think.
Well, this will just provide you that extra assistance to be the best you can be and then get her back if that's what you want.
after order is restored, the vote takes
Okay, so this, I'm just going to read this stuff to you and you can abbreviate it. Put your initials by it when we're done. And this will be your court order. So this says, the undersigning consents to the temporary removal of the above named child, which is Treelyn. So DHS, the state, believe the removal is necessary to avoid imminent danger to the life or health of Treelyn. The undersigning has been served with this information to file a petition and of a child in need of assistance, which means you'll have court involvement. The parent understands that consequences of permanent removal of this child may include termination of parental rights with respect to this child. That means if you don't follow what you're supposed to do within these 6 months, she can be permanently removed from you and your rights will be terminated. The temporary, sorry, what was that?
Can I have some time to think about this? I mean, this is quite a shock.
I know, but it's going to happen today. There's no negotiating this because it's now court ordered. Do you have any Native American heritage in your history, in your family that you know of?
If I do, there's maybe a small amount.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Would you know what tribe or anything? Okay. Do you know anything about Jerry? Probably not. Okay.
Feeling good. Feeling real good.
Okay, this is saying you agreed, you consent to the removal of Treelyn. Do you wish to sign this or no?
For Navy veterans and their families, new studies estimate nearly 3 Navy vets will be diagnosed with mesothelioma.
Do I have a choice?
Yep, if you don't want to sign it, you don't have to.
Forces are worked in a shipyard and has been diagnosed.
What's the consequences if I don't?
The best care available.
It honestly just doesn't look that good in court, but regardless whether you sign it or not, the removal's still going to happen.
Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone. Don't just visit San Francisco.
If you sign it, it's basically saying you understand she's going to foster care and that you will get visits and do the things you need to do to get her back.
With millions of reviews, TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Man.
Wear eyeglasses or contact lenses. Stay tuned for an important message. Are you tired or frustrated with bothersome eyeglasses and contact lenses? Are they holding you back from living the life you want? Do you want to look and feel more confident?
Here, look, do you want me to put her back in there so we can talk?
LASIK might be just what you're looking for.
Or do you want to put her back in there?
Technology. LASIK
You can still have the whole afternoon, the whole day with her.
And at the LASIK Vision Institute, our LASIK procedures now start at just $2.99 per eye.
I really was hoping to take her home today.
There's never been a better time to get LASIK. The LASIK Vision Institute's nationwide network of eye surgery centers offer the
I know, and I'm sorry, but this is what it has come to. What changed over the weekend? Because you were really talking about Safe Haven on Friday.
I know, but
So what changed?
well, I love her so much. I don't want to lose her.
And I for 1 second, I totally know that you love her and care for her with your whole heart. But that, just because you don't love her doesn't mean you're not doing what's best for her. And I felt like on Friday you were really thinking about signing those Safe Haven papers. So I'm just wondering what's changed since Friday.
Just spending the entire weekend with her.
Okay.
That did it.
Okay.
Call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule a free evaluation. A $200 value free. We have a vision improvement plan for just about everyone.
Do you feel like you can parent her like this outside of the hospital?
Yeah.
With Christopher?
Call 1-800-308-1571. 1-800-308-1571.
This was, I think.
Because either you're going to have to, the courts will look at him too. So if you're going to stay together, which is fine, he's going to have to step up and help you parent her.
I know. Well, I don't have a choice. I guess I would have to. I guess I would have to sign her over.
And you'll get regular visits with her, like multiple times a week.
You can see the people around them on the bus hoping that this will all just die down. It gets more and more heated as these two women start to get closer and closer to each other's personal space.
After you.
Do you want me to take her? I'll just put her in the crib. You can get her right back out once you calm down.
I'm sorry, but
It's okay. It's a hard thing. I understand. I'll just put her right in the crib so you can sign the paper, and then you can get her right back out, okay?
Police review the tape, but don't press any charges.
I know you weren't expecting this, but now that it's court ordered, this is what we have to do. And you can see her tomorrow, okay?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to have you sign right on this line right here, by this X, right there. Do you want to come up here? Scoot this closer to you. Just right there.
Is there any way I can get a copy of this or no?
Yep, I'll come. This is like the rough draft. I'll come back and give you the actual court order with the judge's signature on it. I have to go get his signature after this. And then it'll tell you when the court date is.
So I can't.
So you'll sign this. I'll go to the county attorney's office. They'll get one signed by the judge, and they'll set the court date and court hearing. So then I'll come back, bring that to you so you know when and where court is. The courthouse is down on Court Ave.
Yeah. So there's no way I can, give this some thought.
No.
Make it.
Nope, this is set by the judge right now.
Man. I really don't want to do this.
And this doesn't mean you're signing her away forever. It just means you're signing that you're knowing and you're consenting to her going to foster care. Okay. So I'm going to run, talk to the county attorney, get this stuff all signed and filled out, and then I'll be back, okay? Do you have questions for me before I go?
Why is this all of a sudden? It's not like I'm a bad parent.
I just have concerns with everything as a whole. I'm not saying you're a bad parent. I have concerns with how often she was eating at home, and those kinds of things. I have concerns with Christopher. I have concerns with your home environment. I just feel like we need some extra support so you can be the best parent that you can be.
I'm about to say, because really, I was at home, I was feeding her every 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, well, before you told me every 4.
Well, as long as she can hold out, but...
Why were you having her hold out? Just to save some formula?
No, because before, this is just a lot to take in.
I know.
He saw the junk car over there. He immediately triggered something to him. What's up? What's going on? And I was trying to stall as best I could.
Okay, so I'm going to run to the county attorney. Any questions, I'll give you time to process this. Any questions you have, I'll sit down and answer them with you when I come back, okay? And hopefully you'll meet the foster family either today or tomorrow, okay? Okay. I'll be back. Any questions you have, I'll answer them then, okay?
Alright.
Alright.
I promise you, I'm not taking your truck, but my partner,